It's week 6 of the NFL. And coming up next, it's the Jets, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jets and the Patriots under the lights on Thursday night.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Running back sent in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll throw on 1st. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. Brought in inside the 20. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Patriots and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They'll run the counter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the 1st time. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd down from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. From the gun, it's Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throw on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line. The Patriots running their offense out there. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the third time's the charm for them. They find some success. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd and 7. Complete out to the right. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. All set up now for 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a New England first down. Setting up a throw. Finds his man over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
From the 45 on 2nd down. He's got it over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Getting out to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 18-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets looking to add to their advantage. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a throw. Got it, man. Robinson has it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he goes out a little short of the 40. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Slot receiver headed left. He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
Forced out to his right. Connecting on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He's going deep this time. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Hits his running back. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. Trying for the deep ball. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the 2nd half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So here's the Jets offense getting ready to start our 3rd quarter. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. They've got first down from the 31. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Brings up second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. Completed to his running back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. And the Patriots in the nickel for this third down call. Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And this one does not go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
They're throwing it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him.
Second down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now. Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's 2nd and 7. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Caught by his back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. From the red zone now. Still on his feet. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets double their lead to 14. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Patriots offense all set to go. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here's the one back on the handoff. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. First and 10 from the 41. He's dropping back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let him. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He puts everything behind this. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds, too. Great work. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Going to the ground again on first. Will take it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots now within one score in the fourth.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
Here we go. Toss to the left side. And he reaches the end zone, so the two-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6.
Well, you could see the defense selling out to flood the middle of the field, so they just toss it to space, get on the outside. You got to win the edge on a short field for this to work out. That's well executed.
This return makes it up to the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They send the tight end in motion. They start the drive with Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Here's 2nd and 11. They did it! He made the interception! And the Patriots have some new life in the fourth.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots come through to tie it in the fourth. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 15, Jets 14.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Jets offense now set to take over. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They kick the running back in motion. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets down by only 1. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. Short pass brought in. They get 38 out of the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Hall running between the tackles. And he's brought down after getting this to the 17 into the red zone. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Jets will line up for a two-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New England offense running out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. He finds Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. Dell with the grab. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He'll look to throw it. He's on the move. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. 5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. Throwing now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. He ends up out of bounds, but it's behind the line. That is a sack. So the win goes to the Jets. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line.